No. We've NFL is maybe our baby, but where you make the money is on the links, my man. So we had our first call real quick. What did you think of last week's Tournament of Champions here before we get into the Sony Open?
Man, JT three putting on 17 for a chance at a playoff, which let's be real, he probably comes out of that playoff considering what those two guys they bring to the nerves week in and week out. And then Joaquin Niemann is hanging out, having a good old time on the picnic table with Sergio while he should have been out there warming up, hitting golf balls and making a bogey on the par 5 18th to lose. That's kind of what you do when you're 21, 22, I guess. I did a lot stupider things when I was 22, that's for sure. But, it was interesting. It was fun. I enjoy it. But now we have a full field. So I'm more of a full field kind of guy.
Let me ask you this. Do you see, I heard some people chirping after the performance, any Niemann futures for any of the majors that you gobbled up? Did you look at it? I don't know as far as like where he would fit as far as Masters, US Open, or that, as far as courts fit or any of that, but have you looked into any Niemann early majors futures at some of the, the higher price before they kind of, if he's going to play at that level this year? Anything along their lines?
Yeah, you know what, Joey, I gobbled them all up. I released them all out as soon as he made that birdie putt. We went, and the thing is, you have to hunt for these things, man. Like, you can't just go to your local and try and grab a couple futures. You're not going to get good numbers. You have to look at all the books, all the options, all the outs. Grabbed 150 to 1 at the British, which is just absolutely insane. And then I grabbed an 80 at both the PGA and the US Open. He's going to go off in the 40s at all three of those golf tournaments, especially, with his arc. I like the young guys before they're household names, but, he's a winner on tour, 22 years old, has all the skill set necessary to be successful. So I grabbed him in single major. He actually started my portfolio this year. So yeah, you're absolutely onto something there. And if they're still around,
what's your favorite one of the four? If you were only going to pick one, you thought he had the best chance to win.
The 150 to 1 at the British, whether or not he has the best chance to win is irrelevant. It's 150 to 1 on the guy who's going to go off 40, and he has an absolute chance to win at the British. He showed this week where he's a win player. He's always been a very good win player. He's got great ball control, low ball flight as well. That's just insane. That's an absolute insane number. I'm sure the limits are probably low, so you're not going to be able to get anything full, but at least grab it. It needs to be closer to 50 to 60 at this point, and it'll go off around 40.
I like it. All right, let's talk. We've talked a little futures action. Let's talk this week. What do you got? Any early outright looks, or who you're eyeing in a head-to-head, or who's on your radar for this week? Is at the Sony Open.
Yeah, Waiʻalae Country Club. We'll just keep it real quick. This is a putting contest. It's a tournament that I don't really care about. I should say care about. I don't really care for. I care about it. I'll watch it, obviously. You have to finish in the top 5 in strokes gained putting to win. You have to finish in the top 10 in strokes gained putting to be successful here. So just knock out all the guys who can't do that right off the bat. What happens when you have tournaments like that is it turns into it's just really random. It's really difficult to try and figure out who's going to be the hot putter for the week. So, I like Sungjae Im a lot this week, but more importantly, I'm just going to be hammering head-to-head matchups with poor putters. So my favorite play of the week by far, Sungjae over Deki Matsuyama. Both played last week, so we have a small little 4-round sample to kind of judge them from. But most importantly, Deki, one of the worst putters maybe ever. He lost 10 strokes putting last week at the Tournament of Champions, which is really difficult to do for a PGA Tour player. Sungjae, top 10. Solid all-around game, which is what you need here. So when you're looking this week, look for those poor putters, hammer them in the full tournament head-to-heads. And if you want to take a week off of the outrights, I'm not going to blame you.
Hey, it's all right. I'll load up on my Niemann futures, baby. We'll take a week off the outrights and, see where I can find. I do agree with that. I love that. I saw you posted that British number had me hunting for as much as I could get on that. So, no, I agree. A little light week with the outrights this week, and then we'll load up going forward here once we get into some of the meat and potatoes tournaments.